Good evening, Mishawaka Network viewers. We're bringing you some varsity girls basketball. But for right now, we're going to bring you some JV overtime, Mr. Randall's favorite portion of the night. Huge play by Millie Belting to go ahead and tie it up at 29 as time expires. And, even bigger play by Wrigley Davis to get the three to put them in the position.
Well, right now they've got the lead, so they're in a good position. Up 3, 2.5 minutes here left in overtime, or up 2, 31-29.
Wrigley Davis trying to ride the three, hot streak, no good. Rebounded by Graylis, but she's going to lose
rebound,
it.
Great hustle. Looked like she might have got pulled down, and that's what the JV coach of Mishawaka is saying over there, that she got pulled down to the ground. But they're not going to call it Elkhart ball.
Yeah, they say last touch white. The call will stand there. And wow, it's not what we were expecting. I hope the varsity game goes this way, too.
Yeah, we were getting ready for varsity. We were doing some work, and you said, hey, let's do the end of the JV. So we got it up and running here for JV, and then we'll have a 20-minute break, and then we'll get varsity, as we'll be on the call for that, with our newest member of the crew, Harmony Lombardo, coming up after this game.
Luke Casey no good on the three. Rebounded by Farr, and she's fouled immediately. So shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just a reminder of the rules. Every level of basketball other than the men's college basketball has the bonus. At 5 fouls or whatever the foul is. NBA is a little bit different, but it's quarters and it's fouls, blah, blah, blah. High school basketball, 5 fouls, 2 shots all the time.
Let's see here. Fawn, she almost made the play that would have ended the game there when she lost it.
The turnover there.
And the ball got turned over. Elkhart took it and got fouled. But then 2 free throws were missed, and then Millie Bolton go ahead and deliver there. And now we got overtime JV, and she misses that first free throw.
Well, they didn't call it. I don't think that would have counted anyway. She's over that line before the ball got there.
You got to be careful with that lane violation.
Yeah, in high school, you got to hit the rim, so you got to make sure you're waiting until that.
These are free points. You don't want to go without them, and that one is good.
And they just called it, yeah.
They'll call it there. And Morale does not like that call at all.
Yeah, but we saw it the first time, and she's just leaning. And so she's leaning in. It's a good-looking free throw, but you got to keep – if you're the shooter, you got to be behind that line until –
Smith is there to defend. It'll go out of bounds, but they'll say last touch white. It'll stay with the Elkhart Lions.
And this is where you got to, as team, as fans, you got to pay attention. That was easily a block. And so that ball going out of bounds, if you're maybe far end, maybe you go for it a little bit harder there.
Luke Casey's got it. She's going to take a deep three. No good. Right into the hands of Farr, and they'll take it the other way. Davis has got it. And she's fouled.
Yeah, and a little dangerous behind the back dribble there, but she got into the defender, and that's where they got the foul. But if no foul was called on there, which is there's some contact for sure, probably a foul. But if they don't call it there, that's a turnover going the other way. So good kind of ingenuity there on the behind the back, but you got to be careful with those kind of tricky ball handling moves.
They called that one on Genevieve Duke. She's got 5 fouls already in this one. She's got to be careful as Davis will miss that first free throw.
Yeah, you had a good look at it from Nico Price on the floor there. Good-looking free throw, just hits the back rim. You got to get a little more arch under that, get a little bit better bounce.
That one just rattles out.
Right now the Cavemen big steal.
Smith goes up off the steal, no good. Second chance, no good again. Gets her own rebound the third time, the fourth, and she's fouled on the 4th try. So she'll shoot free throws and have an opportunity, a 4th now, to score 2 points.
And that's just persistence, right? You didn't make it, you went back for it, and at some point somebody on Elkhart's got to get a body in there. You got to make sure that you box out after the first 2 misses.
That one's good. Second one, no good. Rebound, Elkhart. Nearly loses her dribble. Pick it back up. Luke Casey's got it over to the wing. She's got it again. Guarded by Graveless. nearly loses her dribble, finds open Lions, and that one is a 2, but it won't count anyway. Air ball rebounded, and Farhan pushes her out of bounds. It's the right call. It'll stay with the Lions.
Well, and that's where you hope you don't do that. She knows she did it too. The ref went and talked to her. That ball's almost going out of bounds, right? Yes, Elkhart might be able to get it, but that ball was probably going out anyway.
Let's see here. It's number 10, Aaliyah Matthews, the freshman, to shoot these 2 free throws here. She's got an opportunity to bring the Caveman lead to just 1.
When I think this is a foul out situation right here. Yeah, it looked like Farhan fouled out, so they had to bring in a sub there.
Does it change in girls basketball high school? Is it 6 or 5?
5.
Gotcha.
Want to make some sense. You're in an overtime game. You might have fouled some people. Farhan has had a lot of fouls over the years so far.
Second free throw will be made after she missed the first.
Oh no, she traveled.
Yeah, they didn't call it though. Both teams got it. They got to get it past half court. Grayless, she finally does. She's got a guy open, or she's got a teammate open on the other side, and
that's a
didn't
foul.
find her.
Well, and this right here, they missed the travel call in the backcourt, but gradeless. We talked. You actually were talking to Coach Overholser. I came in a little bit later, but Coach Overholser said gradeless is going to get minutes because of her IQ, and you saw it right there. She was going to the middle of that press break. She came to the ball, caught it, got into a good position, drew a foul.
That first free throw is no good. Grayless is hoping to be a big part of this team the next 2 years here. She's a junior. And that IQ can help you a lot.
Yeah.
You don't have to be extremely athletic. You don't have to be extremely skillful. Smith is going to hit that one off the backboard and extend that lead to 4. That's a big shot there with less than 20 now. Deep 3 is good.
Oh, no.
And
big events there. You got a big offensive rebound on the Cavemen and the score. They come down, and it looks like the Cavemen are going to call a timeout. Elkhart comes down, hits a big 3, and then the Cavemen are slow inbounding. Wrigley Davis is open for a while, but they're slow. She doesn't go back to the ball. Almost a steal by Elkhart as they knock it out of bounds, though. So 14 seconds, Caveman ball still out of bounds.
Yeah, just right off her body, and that's got to be an awareness choice that you make. You got to make sure that play is not made where it's just bouncing off your body. If you're going to get the steal, you got to make sure you secure that, because you're down by 1 now after that big 3 from Zoe Lucchese. That's huge, less than 20, and you got an opportunity to give your varsity roster a little fire before they start their contest versus the Caveman varsity squad or the Elkhart varsity squad, whichever team takes a W here in this overtime outing. A foul is called there. And the Cavemen do not like it, but the Elkhart Lions do. It's a call that could decide this overtime here. Inbound, and Lucchese has got it. She just hit the big 3. Less than 10 now.
She wants it. Good defense by the Cavemen. Double team.
She's going to put up a prayer there. No good. Rebounded by the Cavemen. She's fouled with 4/10 of a second left. Great IQ play there.
Well, and that's a player who hasn't played all game, who's on the bench, and actually the Cavemen just came off the bench. They thought the game was over, and that could, if the refs were paying attention, that could be a problem for them.
Maybe they got away with that one there. We'll see.
Well, I mean, a number of rules. One of the big rules is coming off the bench is automatic ejection usually. And I think they're just talking to him, you know. You saw a college basketball game like that already this year where one team had, you know, an altercation, a whole bench cleared. They all got ejected. They finished the game with 5 players.
Wow.
It was the 5 that were in the game at that time. I think they won that game too. I'll look it up during the break.
Roberts no good.
And honestly, miss here isn't bad. 0.4 seconds, you got to heave.
Hope for a miracle. Freshman Carrington Roberts no good. Rebounded by Smith, and that will end it.
Big win for the Cavemen here.
Yeah,
as they get the win 34-33 over the Elkhart Lions. Exciting game. Daniel joked, overtime basketball is a challenge because we're here later, but it is exciting. So
it is exciting, and that was huge. Again, it's going to light a little bit of a fire under that Caveman varsity team as they go into this one.
Yeah, they're both varsity teams out here watching. Cheerleaders getting into it.
That's a big deal. Get an overtime win. That's something you never forget.
Well, and the teams haven't got, you know, a ton of wins. And so getting wins at any level, at any point, is always exciting.
No doubt. So with that, we'll have the main event here tonight. The varsity game between the Elkhart Lions and the Mishawaka Cavemen. The Cavemen walk in 0-4, whereas the Elkhart Lions are 4-0. Fresh off of a big win last night over the South Bend, Washington girls basketball team. The Washington, are they the Panthers?
Yep.
The Washington Panthers, they were a program that was very successful for a long time.
Yeah.
Coach Reynolds leaves, and now it's a little bit of a 180.
Well, he all his girls have finished, and then he's helping coach down at their college program down in Texas. But Elkhart is 4-0 on the season, all 4 wins by double digits. They beat a pretty good Fairfield team by 10, beat Concord, Maryville, and then, like you said last night, 78-32 was the score of that game. You know, a tough task for the Cavemen coming off their loss to Jimtown this last week. That was a game that you were kind of hoping you could win. But we'll talk more about those games here in a little bit. First, we're going to start off with Commissioner's Corner. Daniel, tell us about it.
We're going to go ahead and hear weekly from Paul Neidig, weekly episode of Commissioner's Corner. Let's see what he's got to say, what's going on around Indiana high school sports. Let's check it out. We'll be back here on the Mishawaka Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King alongside IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Paul, we're a week away crowning state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. The IHSAA football state finals coming right up. It is a great time of year, my man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It is a phenomenal time of year, and it's a great year to be playing football in the state of Indiana. One, if you're a Colts fan,
yeah.
You know, and we're going to invade their territory here in a couple of weeks and celebrate a state championship 6 times in a 2-day span. So we're excited about it.
I think that's something worth talking about every single year. And I'll never forget the first time I ever had a chance to broadcast a state championship. It was 2021, and I'll never forget it because Drake Bowen and Andrean won the game that I broadcasted. Of course, now Drake Bowen starring at Notre Dame. But the guy that was playing on that field on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts was a guy named Tom Brady. And those are the moments and the storylines that you're not going to get anywhere else, because you think about it, Paul, you're going to have 6 tremendous state championship games, and then the Colts are going to play on that turf on Sunday. That is so unique, and that happens nowhere else.
Oh, it is. It doesn't happen in many other spots. I mean, there are a few state associations that champion their state championships in their professional facilities, but the relationship that we enjoy with the Indianapolis Colts is just different here in Indiana, from how they support the coaches associations and, you know, Coach of the Week, and then they celebrate the teams. The teams that win the state championships come back to Lucas Oil to celebrate. And I mean, it's just different here. And again, it's It's, we talk about growing basketball, but we do a pretty good job of growing football here also.
So we were just talking off the air. You had a meeting with some 1A and 2A school athletic directors talking about, getting schools on the map and building programs. And, I think it's interesting, Paul, that you had that meeting, considering the fact, look at 2A right now. 3 of the final 4 teams in 2A are all undefeated. And then the 4th team is Andrea, and you talk about that state championship history there. So 1A and 2A football and sports in general, Paul, continues to grow.
It does. And, one of the things that we know here at the association is it's so important for us to listen, and we have schools of all sizes. We have schools in Indiana that are less than 100, and we have 2 that are right at 5,000 students. But we have to listen to our schools, and the majority of our schools in the state are 1,000 students or less. And so we had a great meeting here today with about 30 athletic directors to come in and let's just talk education-based athletics, and do our rules work for smaller schools the same way we work for our largest schools in the state. And so great conversation today here in the office.
That's Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. I'm Brendan King. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, of course, this time of year, it's almost transition time as well. You're going from football right into basketball. Girls basketball has been underway for a matter of weeks. Boys basketball right on their tails. And of course, one thing I'm sure that gets brought up consistently, it's a proposal from the Coaches Association, is the shot clock and, the opinions on that every single year. Can you talk through that as you get set for another basketball season?
Well, it's certainly something that's really discussed a lot, and with our friends to the south in Kentucky and Illinois recently adopted it. It continues the conversation here in Indiana, and our Coaches Association is looking at it and surveyed their coaches. And I can see the aspect of having a shot clock, but I attend a lot of games, and I just don't see games where the possessions run a minute or longer. I also think that we have the best coaches in the world coaching Indiana high school basketball. And if the name of the game is possession control and being able to put your team in the best position to be able to win a game, I struggle taking that tool away from our coaches. But time will tell. We'll see what happens here, and we'll take all the information we can get. And at some point, we'll continue to look at whether it's going to happen here in Indiana or not.
You're the best. Really fun week coming up. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend, Paul. And we'll crown some state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Welcome back here to the Cave, the historic gym, the oldest active gym in the state of Indiana here. We've got Harvey Lombardo, member of the JV basketball team.
Eli's in here too.
Eli, hey, there you go, Eli. All of us, even Eli, we were getting hyped with that JV overtime.
Exactly.
Harmony, this is your first time on air. You were down there. You came up here and said, man, I'm still sweating bullets.
Oh, yeah.
How nerve-wracking was that?
It was really nerve-wracking. Like, just even the defense line, like, every time they were playing defense, I got really scared that Elkhart was going to shoot, but we made it work, and we won the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It was a really
sure.
fun game up here. I told Daniel I don't love overtime games because then I'm here later, but you guys, it was fun. You guys came back. That pull-up three-pointer was killing me. As a coach, I'm like, oh, no, yeah, right, like you're but it's exciting. We're able to play tonight. You're hoping to get some better news to be able to play soon, but you're here with us now, which is exciting for us, Harmony. What's it like playing basketball here at Mishawaka?
I think it's a great experience, especially to the freshmen on the team, because I feel like that they are capable of getting better, even if if they are just starting like their very first year here at Mishawaka. And especially for varsity team too, I'm pretty sure that they are a really great team. The coaches are wonderful, and we're just hoping to win almost every single game that we can.
Absolutely. Daniel's going to get us going with some information about Elkhart here. Harmony, Elkhart's a pretty good team. They beat Washington last night by a good margin. For the Mishawaka team, though, Harmony, who are the players we should look out for?
I think you should really look out for Grace Matherly. She's an excellent shooter, an excellent guard, and also a big. And Holly Shine, she's really great too as a big, posting those players up, ready to get those shots in. Grace Betzer too, she's a really great three-pointer shooter, and I'm pretty sure that she scored a lot of points on one of our games
Absolutely, yeah. We haven't seen them you all play. We only had the one home game. That was a while ago now, and we're back here at the Cave. Daniel, what are we looking at here tonight?
We've got a good matchup. It's going to be a fun one for sure. It's going to be a great test for this Mishawaka team. They played a number of decent schools already this year. Their home opener was against Riley, and Riley's a quality girls basketball team coming off a good year last year, trying to make up for it this year as well, be even better and improve. But Elkhart is really good. We talked about their win over Washington. When you score 78 on a team, usually means you're a pretty good basketball team. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Maryville, they didn't play. They played them not too long ago. 57-17 was that final score. Like you said already, Mr. Render, they won all 4 games so far by double digits. That says a lot. And then, of course, they've got Shania Stout averaging 13 points a game, 9 boards, and she shoots 88% from the free throw line. And you know how we both feel about free throw shooting.
Yeah, I mean, they're free points, essentially, right? That's why they're called free. But in high school basketball, we know how that goes. There's a lot of missed free throws. And so hopefully tonight, both the Cavemen and the Lions can play a clean game. Biggest thing for the Cavemen, my biggest takeaway from any Mishawaka Cavemen basketball game, boys and girls, is you've got to limit turnovers. Turnovers killed both teams last year. That's why their records struggled. We'll see how they can do here tonight against a team that's going to press a lot.
Yeah, for reference, as far as these teams last year, what situation they were in. Last year, the Lions lost to Warsaw 67-36 in sectional semifinals. And in the regular season, when Mishawaka played Warsaw, they lost 71-11. So that goes to show you from a historic standpoint, how these teams perform, but also to date, how are they going to perform. So we'll be looking forward to seeing that. Do we see something a little surprising? Does this girls team on the Mishawaka side do something spectacular and upset a really good team in the NIC, or even just improve in any way? You improve when you play talent. So we'll see how they do. Harmony, you've been at every game so far this season, yes?
Yep.
Every game this season so far up to this date. They've lost so far in 2 close games. Mishawaka has Jimtown on Tuesday. They lost 32-25. And then the week before that, last week, they played LaPorte that Wednesday and lost 41-35 in an NLC game. In those 2 games, when you were watching, what was the main thing that you saw that may have contributed to them losing those close games?
I feel like that their offense was a bit not on point. I feel like that they could have gotten better passes in, better shots in, and then a little bit on the defensive side, just getting on their player, putting a hand up, and getting the ball right back to offense.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think getting shots at the rim. What happens when you have those turnovers, right? What happens is you don't get shots up. You could shoot 10%, but you get enough shots up, you could win a game, right? So you got to get shots at the rim for both teams, but especially for Mishawaka. When you turn the ball over too much, you give up easy points the other way.
Harmony, the things you were saying exactly what Coach O said, those fundamentals that you have to make sure you got down pat every single time you step on the court. Something that's going to be huge for Mishawaka going going into this game, just like a few days ago when they played Jimtown, will be Grace Matherly. She's back. You talked about her. She's a forward, but she kind of plays like a guard. She can move like a guard. She can shoot sometimes like a guard as well. She had 13 and 9 when she came back for Jimtown, and that's a big deal. When you've got a player, they're in the paint, you pass it to them, and they know to go up and shoot, and it's going to work 9 times out of 10. That's such a weapon that you can have. One of the big things that Coach O was saying was, don't be timid. He doesn't want Grace to be timid. If she does get the ball in the paint, just go up right away, because even if you don't make it, she'll probably get fouled because she's got that length and she's a big. Going into this, you've been at all the practices and everything. Unfortunately, like we said, you're not able to play, but you're here with us, so you're still around the team, and you're on the bench with JV. One player that's playing JV and varsity a lot is Young. I believe her first name is Mariah.
Yep.
Mariah Young, and she'll wear 11 for varsity. She wears 32 JV. She's really quick, and she's very energetic. So she plays on the court, very energetic.
Absolutely.
How is she in the locker room? How is she in practice?
She's doing absolutely wonderful. When we're doing practice drills, she will go out as one of the first few people, since she is on varsity, showing different drills and stuff, helping out. And she's also still has that energeticness during practice, even if we're just doing a simple scrimmage, simple plays. She's really great at it, and I love it.
Yeah, she's definitely, you can see it. She kind of it kind of rubs off on other players when she's on the court. She went into that game against Riley, that home opener, and once she checked in, everybody started playing different.
Yeah.
You could see how it was, rubbing off on other players.
Especially on defense, right?
Yeah,
defense intensity is just big time raised.
So when you got a player that's intense and is contagious, that's also a big weapon. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We've got about 6.5 minutes. Harmony Lombardo, Matt Randall, and myself, and Maddie Erickson about to do a flip. Let's see.
Go. There we go.
There we go, Maddie. Got 2 good ones in there. We'll be back here with some more girls basketball here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to the Cave. Here I'm Daniel Phillips along Harmony Lombardo and Matt Rendell. We're going to kick things off with some starting lineups. Starting with the Cavemen, we've got at guard Reese Bruce, senior leader, then joined by our close friend and junior leader here on this team since she was a freshman, a varsity starter, 3 years, shooting guard Millie Mammalani. She wears 10, and then Holly Shine, another senior leader, somebody who's very scrappy, kind of reminds me of a Dennis Rodman here. I know I'm not supposed to compare NBA players to girls basketball players or volleyball players. Can't help myself. Again, at the forward position, we've got Gracie Betzer. You talked about her harmony. She's a really good three-point shooter. She's hoping to get that going again today, catch and shoot whenever she's open. And then, of course, rounding it out with Grace Matherly at the 5. She's a big part of this basketball team as well.
Well, and that was the lineup we expected to start the year. Matherly was out, but now she's back into the rotation. So that's kind of the typical starting lineup we expected. We expect that for a while this year, but we'll see. We talked about some of those younger players getting a lot of more minutes, getting a lot more energy, and some of those older players saying, hey, we're going to have to reinvent. We're going to have to do a little bit better, try to make that work. But over in Elkhart, Daniel, who do we got?
Starting off with guard at the 1, we've got Jordan Johnson. She's a big player, big distributor of the rock. Joining her in the backcourt is Anaya Bonner. She's also a big part of racking up those assists and distributing that basketball.
And that defense, too.
Big deal in the perimeter. And then you got Trinice Harris there at the guard position playing the 3. Isis Robbins down there low at one of the blocks at forward. And then their best player scoring offensively, getting the boards, and is huge on the defensive end as well. Shania Stout, number 35.
Yeah, and then we're going to see it. Coach Hunt talked about it. It's going to be that press, that 2-2-1 press, that man-to-man kind of in your face kind of defense they're going to play, and the Cavemen are going to have to try to handle that.
It's going to be a challenge for sure. And we talked to Coach O, and he said, when we're talking about turnovers, why do we rack up so many? They've improved, of course, but it's only when they're not playing teams that give them pressure. And once they have that pressure on them, sometimes you start to fumble the ball more and you make bad passes, and then those turnovers get past that 30-point mark. It's not where we want it.
We got just about 2 minutes. We're going to get ready for the game. You're going to hear from Mr. Turton doing the starting lineup announcements here. Before we get over to that, Harmony, what are your keys to the game? What do the Cavemen have to do to try to come away, maybe not with the win, but something that's a little more respectable than some of the wins that Elkhart's had recently?
Definitely get that tip-off to a player to hurry up, get the immediate layup, start scoring up, getting up there really quickly. And also getting back on defense. That can really help win a game, especially for the Cavemen. And
Daniel, what about you?
I think the biggest thing will be no turnovers.
Yeah.
Take care of the ball. Ball security will be huge. If you can go ahead and finish those possessions, even if you miss, don't turn over the ball. Get past half court. Coach O said, I would rather them get called for a 10-second violation than turn the ball over.
Right.
So that's going to be a big deal for me. And then also, big thing, Grace Matherly being back. If she can have another double-digit scoring game, that'll be huge for them, as well as rebounding.
Well, we talked to I have Sullivan Mamalenti, freshman brother of Millie here, and he said at Jimtown she didn't have her best game. She didn't score any points, blah, blah. So if you can get both Grace Matherly going a little bit, both on offense and defense, Millie going on offense, she's got that energy, that speed, that ball handling. So just an exciting game here tonight to get them going. I also saw, I think Jamie Goulias isn't dressed, so she doesn't look like she's playing tonight, so that's something to keep track of as well.
All right, we're going to kick this off to Mr. Turner for starting lineups, national anthem, and more. We'll be right back with the tip-off.
Please give them the courtesy and respect they deserve. The officials for tonight's game are Jaron Bontrager, Bryce Kaler, and Chad Harshman. Mishawaka High School would like to thank St. Joseph Health System and certified athletic trainer Adam Gibson for working hard to keep our athletes healthy and in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now introducing the starting lineup for the Elkhart High School Lions. Number 1, Jordan Johnson. Number 3, Anaya Bonner. Number 11, Trinice Harris. Number 23, Isis Robbins. And number 35, Shania Stout. And now the starting lineup for your Mishawaka Lady Cavemen. Number 2, Reese Brew. Number 10, Millie Mamalenti. Number 12, Grace Matherly. And now number 20, Grace Betzer. And number 24, Holly Shine. The Mishawaka Lady Cavemen head coach is Justin Overholzer and is assisted by Carlisha Coles, Dave Richards, and Angie Evans. The managers for Lady Cavemen are Selena Bell and Amaya Evans.
Thank you, as always, to Mr. Turner for delivering an electric starting lineup.
Never disappoints.
Never disappoints.
We got 2 really good. Jason DeWilkins, just unbelievable. Brandon Turton killing it. We just got announcers all over the place.
Yeah, doing great jobs.
And nobody better at running the clock than the scoreboard than Dave Rendell.
That's right. You better believe it. Once okay at the clock. Tip off awaits. Grace Matherly there to get this underway. She'll lose the tip there for the Cavemen. Number 23. Robbins got that one there and then got a big point there. That was a 3. Number 11, Trinice Harris knocking it down to kick things off here scoring-wise. Shine's going to drive in, layup. That one is good. Nice, high off the glass and lets it drop down.
Yeah, really good move there, getting into the lane and getting it to go.
Big shot there, one no good. That was Johnson on the try. Mamalenti, she was scoreless against Jimtown, trying to get things going here. Coach O said they were going to try to draw some plays for her. She's going to travel there and get her some shots, some opportunities to put some shots up rather, and see if that comes into play here tonight. Like you said, it would. Travel there, you just get a little too jittery, happy feet, not what you want. Stout's got it. She's going to pass it down low, take it right back out, and back out again. The corner, no good. Rattles. Hustles for the rebound again. Stout, she's so good at that. Bonner's going to kick it out. Johnson, 3, no good.
Well, this is good ball movement by Elkhart. They've had open shots. They haven't got them to go, but those things will start to fall as the game goes on.
Reese Brew's got it.
Well, and they're doing this quick trap here, and it's really affecting the Cavemen there as Matherly almost travels.
Good awareness to make sure she doesn't pick up that pivot, and Holly Shine, good look there, just rattles in and out. Got a foul called. A reach on the ground, called on Reese Brew.
Yeah, and that's where Reese has really struggled this year, and at least in the games we saw, getting fouls, right? She's reaching in there. It's a pretty easy foul call, especially in the position the ref's at.
Stout's got it, gonna pass it cross court. That's Harris. Dishes a nice pass there to Robbins, and she's fouled on her try. She'll shoot 2 free throws at the charity stripe.
When the Cavemen are in that 2-3 zone, you saw that inbounds play kind of swung all the way around to the near side towards our side, and then they had a back screen to the outside. Good defense by the Cavemen. Holly Shine got there, but then the drive kick leads to the foul.
First free throw, no good. Isis Robbins, the sophomore forward.
Look at this, Danny. We got a clock. We got the score. We're really on here.
We're doing good stuff. We got the fouls down there, too. That free throw will rattle up and in to extend their lead to 2 now.
And this is that 2-2-1 press that Coach Olvors is talking about, and the Cavemen have done a good job so far breaking it, but now you're in a bad zone.
Reese has got it. She sees Millie open. She Had Holly there as well. Passing it around now. In trouble. Grace Betzer, and they'll say last touch blue. It'll stay with the white. Mishawaka ball.
Matherly caught that ball in that zone that you don't want to be in, where you got 2 defenders and then 2 defenders in the sideline and the half court, but she did a good job getting it over. Millie Manuelensi caught that ball and was open. I want her to take that shot. The Cavemen need to get shots at the hoop.
Manuelensi's got the basketball now in her hands, and Reese has got it. Off the pass, she goes up. Layup, no good. Gets her own rebound. Running around the court. That one lost in traffic is Manuelensi. She loses the ball. And stripped on the layup try. Reese Brew, great job there, and they'll say off Harris, and it'll go the other way.
And that's where Reese Brew's, she gets some fouls sometimes, but that's a really aggressive defensive move, stripping that ball off the leg, out of bounds, Caveman ball.
Cross-court pass, Shine's got it. They got this 2-1-2 still. Got to get it past half court. Brew's got it now. Really attacking with this pressure. She's running around baseline, loses it on her way. Now Bonner's got it. This is to Harris. Harris will go up again. This time no good. Rebounded safely by Betzer. Manuelensi driving in. Eases things out. She decides to step back behind the line. On the pass from Betzer, nearly stolen. Reese Brew keeps composure and possession. The Cavemen really kind of just hoping for this, and no whistles blown yet, but we're moving feet a little too much. Holly Shine will put up a nice shot, and that's good. She's got all 4 points for the Cavemen so far here this evening.
And that's a great look, but the Cavemen are really struggling with these traps.
Johnson, the deep 3, no good. Betzer secures the rebound and gets it to our point guard, Manuelensi, will slow things down a little bit.
Because watch, right now Elkhart's playing man-to-man, but they're going to just randomly trap, which is really something the Cavemen have struggled with.
Man, Matherly, nice transition jumper. That's a huge point there to get the lead for the Cavemen. And bang, firing back right away. Trinice Harris nails it from the left wing. Timeout called by Coach O after the big 3 from Harris. The Lions lead by 1, 4:21 remaining here. We've got 30-second timeout. Harmony, what are you seeing here so far from the Cavemen that you like despite them trailing by 1?
I like how they're making really great passes right now, especially getting it into that middle. Once you get into that middle, either you can take the shot up or pump fake, drive it to the basket, get that layup.
Grace Matherly has already hit a big shot, and then Holly doing a great job here, hitting 2 crucial shots, that nice layup and the nice little mid-range shot as well. How crucial is it for Holly Shine and Grace Matherly as the 2 forwards to be playing their best?
Oh, they just need to really get on there, post up especially. And once they post up, get it up there, they're great.
Yeah, they've done really well inside the paint, even those jump shots. That's what the Cavemen have done. You're playing a team that's on paper way outmatching you, and right now you're sticking with it.
Great job by the Cavemen staying in this game. We've got Mariah Young in here, and she's going to travel. She's a young freshman. She's still getting into things. She moves a little too quick sometimes.
Well, she made the right play there, but too fast is exactly right. She just dragged that feet. She saw it, she threw it, but her foot's already dragged.
But sometimes when she's moving quick, it's very, very helpful, especially on the defensive end like we talked about pregame. She's a defensive menace.
In that break, Nia Johnson also came in.
There you go. She gets her first steal and a foul drawn. Manuelensi. And the reach-in is called by the Lions. They'll call it on 12.
That was a different look defensively for the Cavemen there, as they were able to get that called. I don't see it. Oh, I see 12. Okay.
Aaliyah Martinez called for the reach.
Now you see a little defensive pressure. That's a 1-2-1-1 now, which is meant to trap at half court.
That one's stolen, but she can't hold on to it. Can't secure the basketball in her hands. That's Dale there. Couldn't hold on to it. It'll stick with the Cavemen. Johnson's got it. And Nia Johnson, she's a sophomore. She's very, very quick with the ball in her hands. Young throws it into traffic. It's picked off. Dale's got it. She finds Johnson. Quick dish inside, and it's tipped off the hands. Some Mishawaka players. It'll stick with the Lions.
And that's that young player. Young caught that ball, said, oh, I see somebody, but that was what the defense wanted. They wanted that pass, stole it, but she's getting back on defense, right? So you stop a transition by hustling back even when you make a bad play. That's when you can hang your head. You might get upset with yourself. Nope, I'm going to run back, try to prevent an easy basket.
Nice short-term memory there from Young. And they'll call defensive foul there. Not what you want. Pushing the back on that pass attempt. It's almost like a kind of like a DPI. And
yeah, you saw it right there. Just
football.
A little shove in the back. Not a lot, but they're going to call it sometimes, especially when you get that arm extended.
Yeah. Johnson's got it now. Left wing guarded by Mamalenti. The Lions still only lead by 1. That shot is taken. It's up and good. Suan Watt, the sophomore guard, nails it from the right corner.
Yeah, that was just a good shot. Pretty good defense by Anaya Johnson.
She'll go up there, layup try, draws the nice foul. She'll now shoot 2. Sometimes it is about taking those hits.
Well, and those are the easiest foul calls. There's 2 different players they could have called it on. Looked like they were going to call that on 25. That is Dale.
I'm going to try to take a hack at this name. I'm thinking Brendaya. Brendaya Dale.
I think you're right. That sounds good. First free throw missed. Not very close either.
This could go ahead and cut the Lion lead to 3. No good off the front rim. Gets the rebound. No, gets her own rebound. Mamaleni will reset this offense. That one blocked. She still gets it. Great awareness there. Passes it into empty space and is stolen. And that's another bad pass. They'll call that one out. She still had the ball in her hand. Had the ball in her hand. Martinez, as she tried to keep it in play.
Yeah, just not a good pass. That ball is way too far as it almost went to Nico with the camera. It almost took him out.
Nico's got to be careful, man.
It's hard on the floor. He's ready, though.
Young's got it. Again, got to get it past half court. That one, risky pass. And Martinez misses a layup on the other end. It thought about it for a second and then decided to fall out. Another bad pass there. Just throws it into traffic. And the foul called on Young.
Right now, neither team's getting anything to go. Right now, they've struggled offensively as almost half a team substitution by Elkhart. They're trying to find what's going to work for them. They do have. You don't play a lot of back-to-back nights in high school basketball, and that's what Elkhart's doing right now.
My apologies. I believe that call was on Martinez, which is why the Cavemen have the basketball now. And that one off the knee of number 23, Robbins. Gracie was trying to get it to a teammate, ends up bouncing off of Robbins' knee and out of bounds. Finds Shine off the inbound. Shine finds Betcher. She takes the deep 3 from the Caveman establishment logo, and it's no good, but it was there.
I think it's a good look, though. She was open. She took it. A travel.
Traveling violation. It'll go the other way. Anaya Bonner gets caught.
Just tons of turnovers both ways. That's helped the Cavemen stay in this game, and Elkhart's missed some open shots, but right now the Cavemen have got to do a better job breaking press, and those traps are going to come, so you got to be strong with the ball.
Mamalenti in this offense trying to get things going here.
They got to get it over.
Want to dig into this 4-point lead. Mamalenti's got it. Tries to throw it into traffic again, and that one is deflected by Harris, and then out finds the Elkhart Lions. Harris to 3, no good. Rebounded off the hands of, they'll stay off Stout.
And right there, yes, the Cavemen get the ball, but that was a shot that went up with 3 Cavemen in the paint, and nobody put a body on anybody. That should have been an easy rebound. Nobody got a body into any Elkhart players, and Elkhart got there with the chance for the rebound. Actually, Elkhart's going to come away with the ball here.
Yeah, they will say it's Lions ball. And that one's off the hands of Young, but that's one of those defensive statements that you can make, saying, I am here.
Yeah, especially when you're a young player. They don't know much about you. Maybe they watch some film, maybe they not. But now you got to pass it in from a really challenging corner over here.
We'll see how this goes.
You don't have a lot of plays to run from the out of bounds in the corner.
They get it in safely. Stout's got it. Pass it cross court. That shot taken, no good. Rebounded by Matherly, and she's fouled on her way down.
And I don't know, Elkhart's doing a ton of subbing right now. They've been subbing almost every single play, and they're trying to find something that works. Right now, it's not working for them.
That made Matherly laugh. She's now got to take her hair out of the bun and just go with the ponytail.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the opposite of what we just saw. She got a body on somebody, went up and grabbed that rebound, and that was the biggest problem in that first game we talked about. They didn't want to go grab boards.
Fouled again. Johnson on Brew. Reaching in.
Well, she just didn't quite get to that sideline. When you're doing that trap, you want to get your foot on that sideline, make them run through you, right? And she didn't quite get there.
So now she'll shoot 2 free throws here as the Lions have already reached 5 fouls on the quarter. Reese Brew, she's also been a 4-year varsity starter. No good on the first free throw. Reese Brew is a huge defensive piece for the Cavemen. She's somebody that's able to distribute the rock, but also play very good, scrappy perimeter defense. That second free throw is no good as well.
But she's going to get another go at it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to say a lane violation. But right now, Cavemen 0 for 3 at the line. They've got to hit some free throws. You cannot be in games and win games if you're going to miss shots at the free throw line. And they're getting a break on this one.
After Harris moved a little too early. And she'll miss 3 free throws on that trip.
Only 2 in the scorebook, though.
Johnson, nice little quick movement there, and the teardrop is good. Rattles in. Basketball thought about it for a second and was like, why not?
Yeah, really good, strong move going into a taller player in Grace Matherly as the Cavemen turn it over again.
That's her happy feet. Gets called for the traveling violation. So you have turnovers where you're passing into traffic and it gets intercepted.
Yeah, maybe it gets tipped, whatever, right?
It gets stolen
aggressive
in some way.
turnovers.
When it's one that it's on you. It's not what you want. Traveling
is not what you want.
Great steal by Matherly. Pass intended for Stout. She gets in front of it. And Betcher didn't know where the ball went, so that one's going to fall out of bounds.
Yeah, not a great pass by Matherly to her, but somebody's got to come back. Matherly's not the one bringing the ball up the court. With Mamalenti on the bench, somebody's got to get the ball, get it up the court. The last few times Betcher's turned it over, but you've got to get somebody that's going to bring that ball up.
Inbound to Stout. Now Harris has got it. The Lions trying to make something happen here with 50 seconds left in the first. Johnson guarded by Brew, and they're passing around the perimeter here. Just kind of chewing this clock a little bit. Pull-up shot, that one is good. Aaliyah Bonner nails it.
It's not a good-looking shot. You're kind of off balance, but it goes off the glass.
Brew wavering through traffic, goes up and is blocked. They'll say out of bounds here. No foul call. They'll just say it was knocked out of bounds off the block shot.
I think it's a good drive. You might have got some body contact there, but it's definitely a good block up top. So, I mean, it's a good play, I think, on both ends.
Inbound to Matherly, that's off her legs, nearly lost it. Brew nearly loses it too. They say she does. Stepped out of bounds. It'll go the other way with 21 left on the clock.
That's a tough turnover on Brew because Matherly, first off, the pass is at her feet, and that can't happen. And then the second pass is kind of a bad-looking pass, as now the Cavemen got to make something happen here on defense with only 10 seconds.
Bonner's got it. She just pulled up mid-range and hit it off the glass a few seconds ago. They're milking clock, trying to get a last-second shot here. They'll throw it into Stout. She's got it. Running out of time. I'm not sure she knew how much time was left on the clock, or maybe she was trying to dribble that one out, but goes for a pass as time expires, and the Elkhart Lions lead here by 8. 14-6 is your score as we come back from 1 minute break here with the second quarter in the Cave on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here to the Cave. Start of the second quarter in this matchup between the Lions and the Cavemen. The Cavemen have been they got off to a very decent start, Harmony, and then that second half of that first quarter wasn't great. They put up 11 turnovers, committed 11 of those as opposed to Elkhart's 4.
Yeah.
Put up 7 shots as opposed to Elkhart's 14, and if you're not putting up shots, then you can't make shots.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Let's see if they improve upon that here now. No more turnovers, at least not to that degree. Brew nearly gets it stripped away, finds Matherly. She stepped out of bounds, they say, on that sideline. It'll go the other way. It's these mental mistakes that you got to make sure don't happen that's costing the Cavemen some of these games.
Oh, yeah, especially getting in that corner right by the out-of-bounds line. That's a very risky move to be at.
No doubt. Harris has got it now. She's trapped. Gets Johnson to bail her out, and wide open is Dale. She'll kick it over. Bonner. Great pass. Wide open in the corner is Harris, and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim. That's something that happens at the park, and you're like, man, now we got to find somebody with the ball. They'll call a jump ball on that one.
Yeah.
The possession arrow is in favor of the Cavemen, so it'll stick with them. There we go. Got another ball, got it unstuck. Apologies, they'll say that one's in favor of the Lions. So they'll stick on their side of the court. Johnson looking around. Surveying the court. Tries to get into Stout. It's in traffic and stolen by the Cavemen, and Nia Johnson will be the last one to secure it. Going the other way is Brew. Brew dives in. They'll call a foul here. So now Nia Johnson will go ahead and inbound this one. Call foul on the ground, so no shooting foul. She won't shoot any free throws. Brew's got it here. Great screen by Matherly, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Stout. You're able to get those shots up, and that's what we like. You know, you want to put up shots, even if you're missing them.
So you got to put up as many shots you can, get the lead.
Bonner off the missed layup. Brew's got it now, working on Johnson. Picks up her dribble, and now Mamalenti's got it. Dives forward, they'll call it. Blocking foul on the Lions. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Dives in, and that's a clean foul. Matherly looking around for somebody to bail her out. Finds Johnson, fumbles it a little bit. She finds Young, who misses it first, gets her own rebound, second chance points. We love those.
Yep.
Through the legs of a Caveman, and no good. Didn't finish the clip. So off the miss, the Cavemen look to capitalize again after making it their last offensive possession. Johnson saves it, but it's into the hands, wrong color jersey. Johnson drives in on Mamalenti, goes up, gets fouled on her way. She'll shoot two.
That's a really tough decision by Mamalenti. Especially you can take a charge of that, or it's most times going to be a foul right there.
Right, and you don't want to give up those easy points. Don't give up an easy layup. Put your hands up, give them something.
Especially Mamelensi's the smallest person on that court.
Oh,
so
yeah.
anybody with a bigger body gets a body into you. You might be like, oh, I feel like it's an offensive foul, but still the defensive foul is going to be called.
Yeah.
No good on their first free throws. We got some Elkhart Lions checking in. Martinez, Robbins, and Watt checking in. Stout and others will take a seat. Second free throw. That one's no good. Matherly tries to save it, and let's see who they say touched it last. Oh, I'll call a foul. Looks like they'll call that. And it'll be on Young, so no, never mind. They'll call it number 10, Watt. So let's say Elkhart foul, and now it's Caveman ball. Trying to avoid this trap here. That one passed into traffic. They end up getting a break and some points to go with it.
That was a great pass.
I mean, at the end, the result was wonderful, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Air ball by Watt. Nice save from Johnson. Now fast break. Young's got it. Keeps her dribble. They'll call it traveling violation, though. Took too many steps. And a lot of that.
Excited.
Yeah, she got excited. It looks like she was trying to also keep her balance a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get the good with the bad, right? You get the, oh, we got a shot to go, great, but then you get, oh, wait, I got to dribble the ball before I take these 2 steps.
Yep.
That pass there, I mean, I'm sure Grace would like it that you call it a good pass, Harmony, but it almost got deflected like that one.
Almost.
That one will stay with them, and they'll say out of bounds. Last touch at Nia Johnson, and they'll stick with the Lions here. Holly Shine will check into the ball game. So Nia Johnson will take a seat. Johnson's got it now. Takes the shot. No good from 3. Mamelensi in this offense, they've had a couple of great possessions here. They want to keep that going as the push is called there on the Lions. They'll call that on number 25, Brendaya Dill. So we've had a few risky passes on the Caveman side, but it worked out for them on that last one with Grace. Obviously, you don't want to be in that position where it's deflecting off of an opponent and then into the hands of your teammate.
Yeah, that's a very risky move to make, especially during a game like this. With their kind of defense, really risky.
Right, and down by 4, you want to get something going, tie it up, or maybe get the lead going into halftime.
Oh, yeah.
That one almost slips out of the hands of Martinez as they go the other way. That one will slip out of the hands of Robbins, out of bounds, Caveman ball.
Really quick passes. Sometimes those quick passes might get it out of bounds for the Cavemen.
Right, it's like there's oil on the basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Matherly dribbles like a guard. I mean, you can see it the way she's handling it. Tries to find Holly just way too long there. Sometimes it's weird, you know, like people, even you got good eyesight. She wears glasses on occasion, but she's got good eyesight. I mean,
well, that's the right read, though. She
It
had
is.
her on that back door, just didn't quite get it there.
Just that deception. You think someone's hand-eye coordination, whatever you want to call it, just happens sometimes. Martinez, catch and shoot, no good. Rebounded. Harris has got it. Keep the possession alive. Johnson dribbling that basketball hard. Stout. Oh, net. She barely jumped off the ground. Shine's got it now. Still trying to maneuver this trap. That one tipped. Johnson's going to hold on to it. Slow things down. Reese Brew goes out of bounds, and it'll go the other way.
It's a really bad spot to get the ball. Those corner shots, horrible. Especially trying to get it out or trying to dribble to get out of that trap.
Yeah, not what you want. And again, here you see that very, very clean pretty jump shot from Stout.
Well, and not much for Elkhart on offense. It's been good. They've missed a lot of open shots, and so to get one to go might start to help your offense get kick-started.
And she's somebody that's been kickstarting their offense all year long. I'm sure they'll try to get her some more looks. Here's one again. Doesn't deliver on that one. No good from 3.
Caveman got that hand up there, ready to go, making sure that she doesn't shoot.
Matherly now over to Melendi. Quick pass inside. It's deflected. Intended for Shine. No look pass from Johnson, and that one is finished by Robbins.
Only someone else was on defense. Could have deflected that. Got it back to Caveman ball.
But, I mean, just like a nice quick pass there,
Oh, yeah.
flashy. Like you said, got to be heads-up defense.
Yep. Got to be quick.
Foul called there on that one, and it'll go ahead and take them to the bonus. 5th foul for the Lions in this quarter. They did the same thing in the first. And again, nice no-look pass. Finds the open man, and Robbins finishes the play. Now Young will shoot 2 free throws, and that one is no good.
He's got to really focus during this, especially when the opposing team's making a bunch of noise. He's got to block them out, get your shot up.
Second free throw. No good. Rebounded. Put back up by Matherly, and she's going to get that one to go. Big shot there. Grace Matherly's got 4 in this one already. Johnson lobs it up. Stout. That's easy money.
Always got to look out for those cutters.
And a great cut there.
Yeah.
Just found her. Nice little lob. That pass too quick and outside. Intended for Holly Shine from Matherly. Take another look at this play here. I mean, just great there. Johnson sees her leaking out. Finds her and lays it up and in. Leah Grayless in trouble. Tries to throw something up.
Yeah, during that replay, Elkhart missed a 3-pointer there. But Gradeless came in on that basket you just saw in that replay. Gradeless read it right. She just doesn't have the size. She saw that backside and tried to get in and help. She just couldn't do anything.
That one swatted out of bounds by Martinez and got Holly wide open. Finally finds her. And Malenti comes in, puts a shot up, no good.
Ooh.
Johnson heaves it down court. Martinez wide open, easy transition layup. Malenti now with 1:15. The Cavemen now suddenly trail by 11. 10-second violation there. Another turnover that is committed by no one. I mean, by yourself. Every turnover is committed by you, but that one especially. Those like the 10 seconds and the traveling. And then you got this replay here. You're allowing these things to happen as a defense. It's not what you want.
You just got to be quick on your feet.
It's the name of the game. Stout's going to go ahead and get that one to go, extend their lead to 13 now. She's got already 7 points. She hit that 3 early and 2 quick layups. Next thing you know, she's leading her team in scoring. Finally got it past half court. Matherly's got it now. Less than 45. Holly Shine gets that one to go from the left elbow. She's got 6 here tonight.
That was a great pass. Wide open, posted up, shot the shot.
And drained it. Stout, turnaround, fade. That one's good. She's got 9 tonight. Just in this first half. Just in this second quarter. Got to get vertical in. They'll call him again. 10 seconds. And Coach O saying to Matherly, you can dribble up. You got room. Just maybe put your shoulder down, dribble up. You see this here again, that shot by Shine, and she finds her. Nice little ball fake. Quick pass inside, like you said, Harmony spot up. Drains the shot from the left elbow. Less than 10 now. Johnson, nice handle. Finds Martinez, corner, no good. Loose ball foul, and it'll stick with the Lions. Let's see what they do here with 2 seconds. Get it to Stout, she'll pass it, and they're just gonna let this clock run out. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but she drains the 3 there, so if they had 1 more second, they would have extended that lead to 16, but that's how the half will end. The Cavemen trail by 13. Harmony, that one got away from them pretty fast, no?
Oh, yeah. Really quick.
It's not what you want. Hopefully Coach O and that team gets things together, kind of evaluates what happened, and comes back into this second half with a nice little fresh mindset and gets back into this ball game. They're still in it. 13 points separates the two. The Elkhart Lions are winning right now. We'll get you some stats at halftime, get a little report going on, and then we'll have the second half to start here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King alongside IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Paul, we're a week away crowning state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. The IHSAA football state finals coming right up. It is a great time of year, my man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It is a phenomenal time of year, and it's a great year to be playing football in the state of Indiana. One, if you're a Colts fan,
yeah.
And we're going to invade their territory here in a couple of weeks and celebrate a state championship 6 times in a 2-day span. So we're excited about it.
I think that's something worth talking about every single year. And I'll never forget the first time I ever had a chance to broadcast a state championship. It was 2021, and I'll never forget it because Drake Bowen and Andrean won the game that I broadcasted. Of course, now Drake Bowen starring at Notre Dame. But the guy that was playing on that field on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts was a guy named Tom Brady. And those are the moments and the storylines that you're not going to get anywhere else, because you think about it, Paul, you're going to have 6 tremendous state championship games, and then the Colts are going to play on that turf on Sunday. That is so unique, and that happens nowhere else.
Oh, it is. It doesn't happen in many other spots. I mean, there are a few state associations that champion their state championships in their professional facilities, but the relationship that we enjoy with the Indianapolis Colts is just different here in Indiana, from how they support the coaches associations and, coach of the week, and then they celebrate the teams. The teams that win the state championships come back to Lucas Oil to celebrate. And I mean, it's just different here. And again, it's we talk about growing basketball, but we do a pretty good job of growing football here also.
So we were just talking off the air. You had a meeting with some 1A and 2A school athletic directors talking about, getting schools on the map and building programs. And I think it's interesting, Paul, that you had that meeting, considering the fact, look at 2A right now. 3 of the final 4 teams in 2A are all undefeated. And then the 4th team is Andrean. You talk about that state championship history there. So 1A and 2A football and sports in general, Paul, continues to grow.
It does. And, one of the things that we know here at the association is it's so important for us to listen, and we have schools of all sizes. We have schools in Indiana that are less than 100, and we have 2 that are right at 5,000 students. But we have to listen to our schools, and the majority of our schools in the state are 1,000 students or less. And so we had a great meeting here today with about 30 athletic directors to come in and let's just talk education-based athletics and do our rules work for smaller schools the same way we work for our largest schools in the state. And so great conversation today here in the office.
That's Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. I'm Brendan King. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, of course, this time of year, it's almost transition time as well. You're going from football right into basketball. Girls basketball has been underway for a matter of weeks. Boys basketball right on their tails. And of course, one thing I'm sure that gets brought up consistently, it's a proposal from the Coaches Association, is the shot clock and, the opinions on that every single year. Can you talk through that as you get set for another basketball season?
Well, it's certainly something that's really discussed a lot, and with our friends to the south in Kentucky and Illinois recently adopted it. It continues the conversation here in Indiana, and our Coaches Association is looking at it and surveyed their coaches. And I can see the aspect of having a shot clock, but I attend a lot of games, and I just don't see games where the possessions run a minute or longer. I also think that we have the best coaches in the world coaching Indiana high school basketball. And if the name of the game is possession control and being able to put your team in the best position to be able to win a game, I struggle taking that tool away from our coaches. But time will tell. We'll see what happens here, and we'll take all the information we can get. And at some point, we'll continue to look at whether it's going to happen here in Indiana or not.
You're the best. Really fun week coming up. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend, Paul. And we'll crown some state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte. Fix it for good.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back to the Cave. We've got some halftime stats here for you. Some big things that we want to go over, the shots that are being taken right now. We've got 14 shots total by the Cavemen. They're 7 for 12 as far as 2-pointers, and then 0 for 2. Haven't gotten a 3 to go up here yet. As you can see on your screen, they're shooting 50% from the field, which is a good place to be. You want to be there. If you're making half the shots that you take, that's great. But here's the thing, they're only shooting 14. So it's not where you want to be. Free throws, 0 for 6. They want to be doing a lot more efficient in that department. If you're taking 6 free throws, you want to make at least half of them, but arguably all of them. Let's take a look at Elkhart. They're performing a little bit better. Obviously, they got 27 points. They're leading by 13. You see, they're 7 for 12 as far as 2-pointers, but 3-point sheet, they're 23% shooting right now. They've shot 17, made 4. The thing is, though, even though as far as their field goal percentage is not as good as the Cavemen's, they're putting up more shots. Which is why they're winning. Another big thing is the turnovers. The Cavemen have 20. The Elkhart Lions have 6. So that's a huge thing as well. Also, they're shooting 33% from the free throw line. 1 for 3 so far. Those are your big things that we saw here so far. The biggest thing, I think, is those turnovers. You got turnovers and putting up shots. what are some takeaways that you had from the first half from the Cavemen they need to improve upon going into the second?
It's just every time they get into those corners right by out of bounds, that's where they really start to struggle, especially trying to pass it out or trying to dribble, get out of those traps. Those traps are really getting them. I'm pretty sure they're getting into their heads. Just got to either pass it out or dribble around them and get those shots up in order to take the lead.
Right, because right now what the Lions are doing exactly what the defensive tactic is called. It's what it says blatantly. They're trapping the Cavemen, and they're bringing them in pressure. They're pressuring the Cavemen, and the Cavemen are crumbling under. They're not making the right decisions. They're turning the ball over, and that's why they have 20 so far. Another big thing is if you're getting fouled, like we already talked about, you can't be 0 for 6 in one half. As far as free throws, you've got to make sure you start nailing them. So I think if they do those things, they should be in good shape, and they'll get back into this basketball game.
Hopefully.
We'll get started here. The Cavemen will inbound it. They got Mariah Young here. She'll give it to Mamalenti, and they'll start things off with the basketball. Mamalenti inside to Matherly. Drives in. Right block. No good. That one's short.
Only if she could drive in a little bit more and get that shot up. Would have been perfect. Would have been golden.
That shot good. Quick response here out of the half. Harris nails the three. It's a big three there. If you're able to get those catch and shoot and improve that three-point number 28, that'd be huge for them.
Oh, yeah.
They're now 5 for 18. Mamalenti, that one's poked out of her hands by Dale to stick with them.
Just got to concentrate on your dribbling. Get those screens up, too, in order to get those shots up.
Right, because if you're dribbling with the ball for too long, that's when you have those opportunities. You give those opportunities to that defense to swat it away from you to get those steals and grab turnovers. That pass somehow finds the hands of Dale inside. That's up and down. Harris jumps with the ball, and she knew it right when she came down.
If only she was a little bit more up forward into the court instead of behind the hoop, she would have gotten that up.
Right. I mean, she went up and down because she knew there's no opportunity here. I guess I got to go down. But she didn't think about how that is illegal in the sport of basketball.
Yep.
Mamalenti's got it now. They're trapping. Grace Malley doing what Coach O said, just moving up court. Don't look for a pass. You can dribble the ball.
Especially when you only have a certain time limit. You got to hurry up, get it up that court.
Right. 10 seconds. Seems like a lot, but in the moment, goes by fast. Nice little pass there. The cut from Johnson lays it up and in.
It was a great pass, too. Great cut, great eye.
And they respond quickly. The Lions do. Stout, she's now got 11 here in this one.
Got to be quicker on defense. Get that hand up.
And a timeout called. The Cavemen will take one. Coach O has some things he sees that he doesn't like. They're going to take a second here. We've got a full timeout. We'll take a break. 32-16 is the score. We've got a minute of a break here. Let's see what the Cavemen do to respond here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back, folks. Grace Matherly trying to inbound this one, telling her teammates to move around. Mamalenti's got it now, surveying the court.
You got to be careful not to pick up your dribble, especially by that half-court line. You got to make sure you don't go over.
Yeah, got to make sure. That's something that you have to stay aware on, because those are silly mistakes that can cost you games.
Oh, yeah.
And rack up your turnover sheet. The Lions got the ball now, finds Harris. She's going to find Stout inside. It's bobbled. Nice heads-up play. She keeps it in play. Stout will take the three. That one too long.
And now she got her hand up. She was ready to go, getting her to stop, making sure that she didn't make that three.
That one will go out of bounds. They say last touch Martinez became in ball. And like you said, Johnson just got her hand up. And if you can get your hand in the face of the shooter, it's going to affect them in some way.
Yep.
Depending on how poised they are, they may still make the shot, but it'll be a tough one. And that one there will go the other way. Violation called on Mamalani, and it's now Elkhart ball.
You just got to make those smart moves.
Yeah, got to be smart at all costs. Johnson's got it now. Inside, quick pass to Stout, and that one is good. It's easy for her. When she gets it in the post, she knows how to put it up.
You always got to be ready, making sure you know where your player's at.
Big steal from Harris. Dale tries to put it up, no good. Stout steals it back, and Young, great defense, but the Lions still have it, and Martinez will hit a mid-range shot to extend their lead now to 20. That's a big heads-up play to get that ball back and put up a shot. Pass from Madley a little too strong, slips out of the hands of Johnson, and she knew she wasn't going to be able to save that one.
Sometimes you just got to take things a little bit slow, not rushing on offense. On defense, you also got to be really quick on your feet, too, making sure that you know where each player is at so then they're not cutting through.
Right, and like you said, sometimes you do have to take things slow. Even when you're moving fast, like you said, on the defensive end, you've got to be aggressive, but the game's got to be moving slow in your mind. You don't want things to be moving too fast because you're not going to be focused that way.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson's got it now, guarded by Betzer, who's back in the ball game. Nearly stolen, but Stout's got it. She'll go up and draw the foul. She'll shoot two at the free throw line. Stout has been playing some really good basketball.
Oh, yeah.
We knew when we were prepping for this week, Harmon, that she was a good player. She averages 13 and 9, and she's just been showing us that here today. She's almost to her average.
You just got to make sure she's not posting you up. Once she posts you up, she's going to get that shot, and then either she's going to make it or she's going to call up that foul.
Right, it's almost automatic.
You just always got to know where she's at.
That free throw is good. They now are shooting 50%, 2 for 4. See if she can get them over 50 here. And extend their lead to 22. No good. It'll bobble in and out. Johnson the rebound. They've got to get this past half court. Mamalenti quickly. That pass way too far out in front of Johnson. And again, like you said, moving a little too quick. I mean, if your mind is racing just like your body is, sometimes you're going to make those little errors and you put the ball a step too far in front of your teammate, and that would have been a nice little transition layup, automatic.
Yeah, sometimes you fall under pressure, especially going quickly on offense, just trying to get that score back up.
Johnson fakes the shot, passes it in to Stout instead, and deflection from Matherly. That'll cause the Lions to maintain possession here.
Yeah, Grace, she read it. She read what was going to happen. She knew every single time. She got that hand out, got it out.
And a block there from Matherly, huge there, gives the Cavemen the ball back, eliminates any opportunity, and that one is turned over quickly by the Cavemen. Going the other way, cross-court pass to Stout, holding her dribble, goes up and draws the foul again. Like you said, if she's in the post, you got to be there because she's either going to go up and score or draw the foul.
Yep, you always got to be ready for her. Get ready, get a hand out or get a hands up and just deflect her shot.
And when you got a player like that, sometimes it's difficult to not foul. It's like, That first free throw is no good. Again, I have this problem where I keep comparing girls basketball and volleyball players to NBA players, but it almost reminds me of Shaq. Like the hack of Shaq.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do something. Just foul him, I guess, because there's nothing else you can do. Got a timeout called there. The Cavemen want to regroup. 37-16 the score. Will be back with the rest of the third quarter here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to the Cave. If you're just now joining us, we've got 4:01 left in the third quarter here. Stout's going to shoot her second free throw. I'm Daniel Phillips alongside first-timer Harmony Lombardo. Harmony, you're doing a great job. You feel comfortable here so far on air?
Yeah, I feel great, especially since I know what's going on. I can get a really good view of the court. I'm pretty confident.
Awesome. So drain that second free throw and then check out. Number 23, Isis Robbins will check back in. Nia Johnson, head full of steam, goes up. And they're going to call the blocking foul on her.
That was great by Nia, going in, driving through, trying to get that layup in order to get those two shots in. That was a great move on her.
She'll now shoot 2 free throws. Trying to cut down this lead again. It's gotten a little too large for their comfort, I would imagine. She missed that first free throw. 22 points is what the Lions lead by now, and it's starting to look a little bit closer to what I'm sure last night looked like when they took on the Panthers of Washington.
Yep, the Cavemen has really got to get good on defense, too. That's how they're making most of their shots.
Right, and she made that free throw there. Once they start doing that, Harmony, then the points start to pile up, and that lead by the Lions starts to grow smaller and smaller.
Yeah, and it gets really difficult, too. Look at that trap over there.
And a great trap.
Oh, yeah.
Forces pressure and forces the Lions to call a timeout once again.
Yeah, that was a great move by the Cavemen. Really good trap, using their own traps together, getting her out of bounds, but then called a timeout beforehand.
We'll keep it here there with a 30-second. Harmony, so far what you're seeing, the Cavemen are letting this lead grow more and more. You saw a nice little bright spot there with the trap, but what's something that they need to do immediately in order to get back into this game and have any hope of getting a win?
They really got to look up. There's a lot of open passes for the Cavemen. They just got to look up, get the ball over, and then get those shots up. Once they get those shots up, get plenty of them up, they're ready to go, getting the lead back.
Completely agreed. The main thing that we saw after the first quarter and after the first half as well was the shot difference. I mean, Elkhart taking over 2 times the amount of shots the Cavemen.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson getting trapped here. They'll call a foul.
They had the right idea, but...
Right, they did. And the aggression is good when it's controlled.
Yeah.
That one on Mamalenti, and they're trapping there. And, I mean, Johnson almost just walked into the foul a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mamalenti probably was just like, I'm just playing defense, but officials feel they need to make that call. Guarded by Johnson is Bonner. Great traps from the Cavemen. Defensive aggression working for them, but if the Lions get the 3 going, they don't get it done there, but they do start shooting. That is a way to take care of that trap. You draw on the pressure, find the open man, and they put it up.
Yep. especially those traps. They're really difficult to get out, especially if you're a guard, too. Get those bigs on you. You really just got to hurry up, either pass it out or try to dribble around them.
Yeah, it's like 2 New York skyscrapers crowding you around. You don't know how to pass it over them without turning the ball over.
It's a really difficult thing, but sometimes people manage.
Shine got the Johnson shot, looked good. Bounces right off the back end, and they'll call a foul on Betzer. It'll go the other way, inevitably. Gracie Betzer, she's still trying to find her first points of the ball game.
Yep.
Hasn't yet done so. And with that foul, the Cayman will reach the bonus.
It's really tough, like, especially trying to get those passes. Sometimes you're going to turn them over. Sometimes they're going to go out of bounds. You just got to really look up, see who you're passing to and who's wide open.
She misses the first free throw. My apologies. The Cavemen allowed the Lions to reach the bonus because of their 5th foul. Grace Matherly will check out. Maral Farhan will check in. She was one of the 5 on the court during that thrilling overtime victory for the Cavemen JV. Johnson will nail that second free throw. With 2:43 left in the third, the Cavemen trailing right now by 22 still, or 22 again, I should say.
They could get up there. Just got to make those smart passes, look up, see who's wide open, and get those shots up. Once you get those shots up, you could be getting the lead.
That's right. I mean, as the saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and they've not been taking as many as they could. That pass too long off the breakaway, it'll go the other way just like that. Mamolenti's got it now, going the other way. Head full of steam, and she gets a nice layup off the fast break.
That was great. She saw that she had an opening, was able to get it up there. That was a great drive from her.
And you know, that looked like freshman year, Millie, when she had Asa Schaefer and others, Addie Bruce in the audience, when she was playing varsity basketball with them. Get the ball off the fast break, run head full of steam and get a layup. As Stout misses that one, they'll call a foul, and it'll go the other way. Let's take a look at this here again. Millie just gets it. Nice little pick set by Nia Johnson, and uses her speed to get all the way down and convert on that layup. That's huge.
Yeah, you just got to be quick. As soon as you see that opening, you just got to go.
And she's got that speed. She runs track and she plays soccer. And obviously basketball, those are 3 sports that require a lot of speed.
Yeah.
She's showcasing it there. That's a great time to do it. Fouled there, obviously. Reese Brew taken to the ground off that foul from Dale. Good whistle there by the ref.
Just got to make sure you're not reaching either of those refs. They're really going to call it, even if it's an obvious reach, too.
Right there, I mean, like, she was going for the ball, but it hit her hand while it was on top of the ball, as you can see on that replay. She goes up again, draws another foul, and she, I think, maybe hit her head on the ground.
Ooh.
That's not what you want. Officials say grab the trainer. That is not what you want. She almost went down head first. Trainer out there and assistant coach, we're going to let them do their jobs here. 1:44 left here in the cave. This third quarter, 39-19 as the trainers work on Reese Brew here on the Mishawaka Network.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own Caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
We're back here now, and because Reese Brew was taken out with the injury, Millie Mamalenti will go in and shoot those free throws for her. Hopefully Reese is okay.
Hopefully it was a really good drive by her too. She went up, took the risk, and then this happened, but at least now they're getting 2 free throw shots, which is great for them.
Millie, fresh off the big layup a few moments ago, misses the first free throw. A big thing I'm seeing too, Harmony, is its momentum or lack thereof, rather, for the Cavemen. If usually they're a team where, even historically, you got momentum, any team really, you can ride that momentum, and sometimes that'll rally you to get back a lead or just get back into the game.
Yeah, especially if it's only one person with that fire in them. That could affect the whole team, really get the fire in everybody and get those leads.
Nice lay there by Stout. She now reaches 15 points on the night. Millie handling the rock here for the Cavemen. Lobs it up and over to Betzer, and they'll call the offensive foul on Betzer, and it'll go the other way.
Sometimes you just got to be careful with your arms, hands, anything. They could have called it on defense or on offense. So just got to be really careful about that.
You see her on the replay, Stout getting active in the post again, like she has been all game except for that 1-3, and nails it there. She's going to do it again.
Just got to look out for her. She's ready to go. She's fire up.
Yeah, and like you said, you've been saying it all half. Look out for her. If they see her, you got to get bodies over there because she's getting it done. Mm-hmm. Millie no good on the floater try, and it's going to go the other way. Stout, ball in hand. Great awareness to settle down and let the Caveman defenders just pass her so she doesn't turn the ball over. And now open three is good.
Can never leave her open. You always have to have somebody on her, or else she's either going to shoot those threes, post you up, and get those layups.
She's now got 20 points on the game here. And again, like you said, cannot leave her open. Madeline gets occupied. Drives in by Bonner and penetrates, kicks it out. Open player and nails it there. We'll give you a quick 30-second break here. We'll be back 46-19 in favor of the Elkhart Lions here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here, folks. 15 seconds left on this break. Stout is on fire. Cheyenne Stout is playing as good of a game as you really can. She's missed a few shots here and there, but those are those that you're like, okay, it just happens. But she's been so efficient, especially in the post, getting it done. She's had 2 threes here today, but all the rest of the 14 of her points have been converted there in the post. And the Cavemen can't do anything to stop her. She's wide open, and even when she's contested, she's converting there. She knows how to use those post moves and get the ball in the hoop. 20 points here tonight.
Yeah, even if she's posting up and draws a foul, she gets those free throws too.
And that's also huge. Johnson in trouble. She gets fouled.
See, again, with those out of bounds, going near the out of bounds, that's a really bad spot to start dribbling the ball or get a trap in.
They'll call a traveling violation before any possible foul call. So Bonner will inbound it here for the Lions. Johnson's got it now here. 25 seconds left here in the third. Bonner, quick step on Betzer, and now Martinez drives in. Dishes it out. It's deflected by Johnson. Falls out of bounds. It'll stay with Blue.
So like sometimes those defects, like getting a hand up and tipping it out of bounds, is a really good play for defense.
Right, it makes a statement. It says, like I said earlier, I'm here. Our defense is trying to lock down on you, and you can't make those passes without somebody getting a hand on it from our side. And there you go. They get a hand on it, force a turnover. Raw Farn tries to lob it up as time expires. No good.
If only she could have driven a bit more, she could have gotten that layup for the team, and then the buzzer would have went off. They would have been up by a little bit more.
Yeah, but you know what, the timing thing, you're rushed and whatever, they throw it up, whatever. 46-19 at the end of the third. We'll be back here with the fourth quarter here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here, folks. You see this officiating team. They're having a conversation before the start of the fourth. The Elkhart Lions have really taken this third quarter, the second half in general, to really pull away from this K-Men basketball team here. They now have 46 to the K-Men's 19, nearly leading by 30. They're at 27 right now for their lead. And right now it's looking like they may continue to grow that lead. The K-Men just can't really do anything defensively, and big reason for that is because of Shania Stout, playing phenomenally. I mean, it's been pretty fun to watch, I'll be honest with you.
It's just the K-Men. He's really got to get up there, see where she's at, too.
Yeah, I mean, all eyes have to be on her at all times. Grace Matherly trying to do her best to contain her. Martinez will miss that three, and they'll say last touch by the K-Men, Elkhart ball.
As long as they came in to get really great on defense, they could come back up, hopefully, especially shooting those threes and getting those layups up. They could come back with that.
Inside to Stout again, backing her down. Matherly can't do anything, tries not to foul, and it results in Stout getting another point. She extends their lead now.
Yep, sometimes it's difficult.
And that one huge there, the freshman, that's Gemma Balloon, I believe. Huge play by her as a freshman, being the one getting the team a little bit more activated.
Yeah. Gemma's really good, especially with her shot. She gets them up, and either draws the foul or shoots those threes and makes them.
And that three is good from the corner. That's, again, Harris. She's been shooting threes all game. Extends their lead to 30 now, and that miss by Farn will leave the Lions to take it the other way. Stout, another nice post move on Mamalenti, and extends her point total to 24.
Yep, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Just once she starts posting up, sometimes you just got to think it's over with. You just got to get my hands up and hope I don't foul.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like you said, sometimes there is really nothing you can do. Mamalenti looking around. Tough defense from Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Guarded tightly. Picks up her dribble, finds Farn, and she cuts in, goes up. She kind of gets bailed out a little bit. Draws the foul.
That was a really good driving by her. Now she's shooting her free throws. She makes most of them, too, so this could be really good for the K-Men if she does make them.
They go ahead and cut the lead back down to 30. Any point scored now would be beneficial for the K-Men, as she's going to miss that first one. And even with the K-Men, if they don't get this one done here at home, they've got a lot of other games where they have opportunities. They'll have quite the break off from game time basketball for a while. Their next game will be December 2nd as they take on St. Thomas More. Farn's going to miss that second free throw as well. St. Thomas More has not been having the best of season so far, and now they have the Cavemen, so they're looking to find something, a spark, to kickstart this season early on. Stout, nice little hesitation. Out there is Watt from the corner, no good. Rebounded Stout, drives in, fades, and that one is good. She's got 26 points in this ball game.
Yeah, she's really great in the paint, too, even if she's posting up or she's squaring up to the players and then getting them up there. She's really great in the paint.
Valenti will launch up a three. That one's no good off the right side of the backboard. Driving in is Bonner. Teardrop, no good, rolls out. Holly Shine will rebound it, pick it up, and they'll go the other way. The K-Men need something. You had that three, and Millie's saying, okay, I'm putting up a shot. Maybe it's not the highest of percentages, but she was somewhat open. She wasn't heavily contested.
Yeah, sometimes if you're wide open, you got to shoot those shots, especially if you're down by this much. Those shots could be beneficial to the team.
And even if they are contested, like you said, you're down by this much, you might as well put up something. And she'll put one up here, no good, nearly rebounded and swatted away. Good play there by Isis on that. Tipping to her teammate, and again she'll shoot, no good, Stout. Johnson will take it the other way, and it's intercepted on the other end. Bonner sees her open, she'll go up, and that one is good. Easy bucket on the other end.
With Johnson, I feel like that she could have just ran through and gotten the layup up for her team instead of passing it off. That would have been a really great shot for the Cavemen.
And then unfortunately it'll result in an easy layup for Robbins. Mamalenti drives in, open lane, that one no good. That's a layup that you need to have.
Yeah.
Maral Farin gets the rebound, and she's no good on her try either.
She was wide open. She could have made that layup, but just fell short.
Robbins again, she's down there at the right block. Easy layup there off the nice pass.
So like the Cavemen, they got to really watch who is already down the court. They just got to hurry up, rush on the defense, and steal that ball to hurry up and get those layups.
Let's look at this here again, Harmony, and again, wide open. Bonner sees her. Great pass, right where it needs to be. Easy layup. We'll keep it here. The Cavemen have, I mean, it's gone from bad to worse here in this fourth quarter from the third. And, I mean, when you're looking at this, you're like, okay, they're making some plays, they're putting up some shots, they're getting rebounds, but now they're taking shots and they're not making those shots. And now they're giving up huge plays on defense, and the lead is just growing bigger and bigger for Elkhart. What do they need to do in order to at least snatch back some dignity before this one is all said and done?
They should just make sure that they're not getting in their heads. I feel like that's what's happening to most of the players, especially the ones who have been playing for most of this quarter. I feel like that they really need to get them out of their heads and really work for the ball, especially on defense. Get those hands up, quick shuffles with your feet, and get the ball, so then you're able to get those layups easily and quickly.
Right, and all those layups, you're seeing people like Millie Mamalenti who conventionally will make those layups, not make them, and I think that's on account of what you were just talking about, that mental wearing that they're taking off some of these losses.
Yeah, you just got to make sure your opposing team is not getting in your head, because once they get into your head, you're getting frustrated and you're kind of slacking off too.
And that's not at all what you want, because at that point, the game is already lost.
Yeah, even if the score is like how it is right now, you can never give up, because there's always potential to come back up. Even if you still lose, you can still only lose by a small amount, which still will be great for the team, even though they still lost.
Right, you're playing for dignity. Nice layup there by Holly Shine. She's got 8 tonight.
That was a great post up by her. She was ready, clapping for the ball, and she got it up there for the Cavemen.
That shot is up. She's smiling as she takes it. No good, but it'll be put right back up off the miss by Robbins. Watt's going to make up for it. So we got girls basketball tonight here at Harmony, but next Tuesday we'll have boys basketball. The boys will have their home opener against New Prairie. And that one is a nice, easy layup off the steal by Dale. As this continues to get more and more ugly, they lead by 40.
Just can't give up.
Yeah, got to keep playing. Young is one of those people that will continue to keep playing. And now the clock is running with that 40-point mark. So clock won't be stopped for out of bounds or anything like that, fouls. It'll only stop for timeouts and injuries.
Hey, man, they just got to get quick on their feet really fast, hurry up, and make sure that they know who is open, so then they can hurry up, get a hand up there, deflect it, and then get those layups.
The clock will also stop for free throws. Young's got it. looking around. She's somebody, like I said, she'll keep that energy. That layup no good, gets her own rebound, and she'll put it right back up.
Yeah, she normally has like the most energy, especially on the court too. She's hyped up, she's ready to go, gets her shots up, and if she doesn't make them, she gets her own rebound too.
Right, and even if she misses that next shot that one's off Holly Shine's hand, out of bounds, it'll stay with the Lions. Nice defensive effort there, but like I was saying, even if she misses that second shot, she's still pretty cheerful. She never really gets down on herself too much. Short-term memory, on to the next play.
Yeah, she was always ready to go. Even if she misses the shot, she knows that she has to hurry up, get back on defense, and get the ball back.
Looks like they'll say last touch. No, they'll call a foul. Never mind. I thought an out-of-bounds call. No, they will say out-of-bounds. Gotcha. Okay. Last touch, Elkhart. Mishawaka's got it now. Less than a minute here to play. Foul called. It's drawn by Young, and it'll stick with the Cavemen.
Young, she has that fire in her. She's ready to go. Even if they're down, she sees the clock. She's ready to go, hopefully to get their team a little bit up more than what they have. Get those free throws up and get the team up.
Confusion there. Now they know she's supposed to be shooting free throws. She was in the act of driving into the paint, but it's the fifth foul called on the Lions now this quarter, and I don't believe they reached the bonus in the third, but I know they did in the first and the second. So there's their third quarter out of 4 where they have reached the bonus, and even so, they're winning by 38 points.
Especially by fouls. I really think that if they came in and just draw more fouls, then they are able to get back up, especially since the Lions only have 5 fouls. Now, every time they foul, the Cavemen get those free throws, so I feel like that's going to be beneficial for the Cavemen.
Right, and the big thing also is once they get to the free throw line, they've got to convert. They've got to make those free throws. They haven't made many here so far, as Young will go empty there on her trip. Foul called there on Holly Shine, and it'll go the other way. The Lions have it. Clock still running. We're now on the 25.
You just got to be really cautious of your hands, too, especially for the Cavemen. You just got to get your hands out. Don't reach.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you say, we're playing for dignity, and they've got possession of the ball. We just play defense. Try not to allow them to score, and I would assume that Elkhart is going to try to let this run out.
Yep.
And that'll do it. Final score, the Cavemen fall to the Elkhart Lions, 63-25 here in the Cave. Harmony, general takeaways from the game as a whole on both sides. What did you see from Elkhart that you liked, and what did you see from the Cavemen that they need to improve on going into their next game on the 2nd of December against St. Thomas More?
I think for the Lions, they had really good passes. They were looking up, knowing who was wide open to get those shots up. I thought those passes were really great, keeping the eyes open. Just getting those score up, too, was phenomenal. For the Cavemen, I feel like that they need to make sure that they're driving in more into the paint to get those layups up instead of heading out into the corners near, out of bounds, so then they're not getting out of bounds and then it turns over.
Right, the turnovers is the biggest thing. Free throws, not converting at the line. Again, call them free throws for a reason. They're essentially free points. You got to make sure that you're making more free throws. I'm sure that's something that Coach O will talk about in that locker room and in practice for these next weeks to come before their next matchup. But overall, the Cavemen, look, we talked to Coach O pregame, and he said there are some things that we just know we need to improve upon going into this game. It's all about trying to improve and progress, even if you're not getting these wins. You're playing against talent, quality players here in the area, and you're getting better as a result.
Oh, yeah.
Final score is 63-25 in favor of the Elkhart Lions. The Caveman girls basketball team falls at home. However, they will be back. Also, make sure to tune in next week, Tuesday. The boys basketball team will open their season here, also in the Cave, against New Prairie, the Cougars. Make sure to tune in. Myself and Mr. N will be on the call. That's all we got for you tonight. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Daniel Phillips, Harley Lombardo, here